Hey guys, welcome back to Onesie Tuesdays with Staffy, representing Omada Terby. And today we're gonna see if we can pick up where we left off. I guess. Oh. Okay.
The song. Bell-Raven's song. It's over here.
Alright, we gotta find
It's
this.
over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's
Where?
here. There's two.
Okay, guys. This entire time, it was right in front of my face and I couldn't see it. Okay, so basically, I was looking at the bridge and it was that beam that entire time. My God. Oh, shut up, Cam! I can't believe I got stuck on that part. I did not get stuck for this long, especially on that part last time. And I think it's because I was trying to do it all from memory instead of looking at the damn puzzle. Alright. Okay, we can't go that way. I know where I am, voices. I don't need your shit too. I cannot see. What is that? What is doing that? Okay, we can go up there, but I want to do this first. Jesus. Alright. There we go. Alright. Yep. Okay. And then the other half. How are you asking me if I'm lost? I'm here.
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glow, the smallest hints of shape, sound, or thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole.
Hallelujah.
Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Alright, let's get out of here, because the boss fight itself is a pain in the ass. And I managed to not die the first time I did it. I don't know how. And I don't think, if we're gonna have about the same luck we had with this one, Jesus. Alright. Yeah, I saw that before and you did it. Oh, you know what? Maybe. I need to back up. Okay. Okay. I think I just went the long way, but okay. Back up some more. There we go.
She did it. Hellraven.
Oh,
The
finally.
gate is open. Open. She did it.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the
Down.
darkness.
Yes.
It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet. It will gnaw at her,
Hallelujah.
biding its
Okay.
time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she
No, I
find
just want to
Dillion?
leave. I don't care
before her
anymore.
time
Just,
comes.
just let me out. These voices are savage. I think that might be the voice that wants to fight me. Alright, so this particular room is where the boss fight's gonna happen. Just have to unlock what's his face, Ball Robin or whatever. Oh. Well, let's first go to the door, obviously.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua.
Maybe.
You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
Okay. How does one... Oh. Supposed to do that already? Okay. I was pretty sure we had to do something else first, but okay. What do you change? I see what you change. Yeah.
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan.
Bindum.
The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward. Druth was born. Druth. The man
See?
that I am now.
We know Drew. Druth.
And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
See, we understand Drew. Drew and I have an understanding, so we need to clear this. Alright. Does this clear it? At all? Yes, it does. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Oh, hi.
The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
Oh boy. This is a thing.
I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus.
This is
Focus.
so disturbing.
Focus.
I see you. I see you now.
Oh
You led me
boy.
to the wilds. You trapped me there. Scared, she's scared. No one can. It's a better fight.
Ah. Oh, I'm going to get my ass kicked real quick.
Where's he going?
Woo! I remember that.
Where's my map?
Woo! Like that. Oh, you sent your boyfriend.
Finish this. End it now. Finished it.
Bang. I'm in no mood for your shit, sir.
Surprise! Stop them!
Run it. There you go. Yeah. Woo! You were supposed to move. Okay, Senua. No time for that.
Don't let them get behind you. Let them surround you.
Okay, well.
She finished!
Oh, God. Ugh.
You're stronger than her.
Woo!
She's beating him. She's beating him. She's nearly there. She's strong.
Woo! Come on. No. Senua, we don't have time for your shit.
Anticipate moves.
Ugh. Look up. Woo!
Focus. Now. Focus.
Oh, are you back to Senua, come on. Woo, come on. Woo! Okay. Alright. I did not know that I didn't have my thing. Woo! Woo! Okay.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I?
And I still did it without dying.
But not this time!
The mark of Valravan, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory, bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the woods and the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Whee! We're done with that. Nope.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive, shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. In the trees, the mountains, caves. I wonder, can you see the faces too? They're there, if you look for them. Senua.
Mother?
Oh, hello, Mother.
The sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
I'm going to be afraid if
Did you
voices from
see
the
her?
underworld speak to me,
That was her mother.
or the fact that my
Galena.
mother is in a rock speaking to me.
She was a priestess. A healer. She taught Senua
Okay,
to see
well,
the
that's
weave
just
that
normal.
binds the
We're
world
just
together.
gonna call that normal.
And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness.
Nope.
But when it did come,
Nope.
it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time,
I
hidden
see.
in the world. Like she's still watching over her.
I suppose that's a little
She misses
comforting.
her so much.
Although I kind of know what happens later on in the game. It is not comforting at all. Not at all. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. My hands hurt. This game is like a workout for your hands.
You may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
In the beginning, there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness
Okay,
gave life to the
impatient
dripping
voices.
ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir, the ice.
It's so dark, it's dark, the darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross
Only
into
the
hell.
dead may cross.
Where are we going? Oh, I remember. I don't like these parts. Oh my god.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow.
Oh, hell no.
And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damn it!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, You searched for control. A way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears. To smother your furies. And banish your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you. Promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
You did this!
No!
This is your fault!
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer.
Oh, she's all sorts
Led
of
it to
pissed.
him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon him to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
I mean, that's why it's hard to kind of make jokes while playing this game, because it gets deeper. It gets so much deeper. And it was a PlayStation game, so of course it would. It's not surprising.
Don't give up! Watch out! Watch out! He's
The
stronger
gods
than
made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Okay.
Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
I mean... Okay. Oh,
People die.
okay, I gotta stop doing that. Okay.
Get up!
Come on, Senua.
She's hurt. She's injured. She won't get away.
Swing! Swing! There you go. It sounds like they're behind me, but they can't be. I want to charge you so bad. I will. Fuck your shield, bitch. Jesus. Can I not go? Well, that doesn't sound good at all.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Oh shit! Okay. Forgot about him. That is a problem. He is a problem.
Quick, get up!
Oh, that is my
She's
fault.
injured. She can still
No, 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 no. How about how do you okay. 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 Alright. She's just not doing it. Ow! She's not evading like she normally does for some reason.
She's hurt. She won't make
Can we
it.
do that? Let's do that. Now evade. Crazy woman. Oh, now she's evading. Woo! No! 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 I said no! I said no! Oh shit, I killed him that time. Did not kill him last time. He kind of just went off into his own thing. Okay, I'll come back to you because I want to run over here apparently.
Prepare yourself. Attack!
Woo! We're doing that now? Oh, I'm coming for you, shield boy. Fuck off. Okay, fine. Ah. You would do that.
Behind you!
Alright.
Yourself.
Okay, that's my fault. Come on. Get up. Come on.
She's injured.
I need you to... Okay. Alright, Senua. Alright. She's mad now.
Finish it. It's not over. It's not over.
Woo! Hooray! Hooray! And my hands don't even hurt. Never killed that big guy in one go like that. He literally just disappears. at some point. Not today. You want me to battle you in the middle of a stream?
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Alright.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage.
Glaceon spawn.
She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and is challenged by the giantess.
Alright. Oh wait, what was the story? A giantess who did
However
what?
you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded
I
by
am
a
streaming.
giantess.
You're talking shit.
She will ask your name. She will ask your business.
For those of you who play
The
Smite,
Northmen
you know who
tell
that
of the
is.
warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Woo woo, thank you, Proof Prim Bottom, for the host. It was definitely out of nowhere and therefore a delightful surprise. Thank you. Alright, so heads up on what's going on here. We need to do a thing, which involved those stairs. We need to put them back together, and we did a thing. The thing was done. This is just beautiful. Look at it, so pretty, so pretty. Makes you want to take someone on a date here to Hell. Just bring them on out here for the view. So dark. It's so dark. Oh, I can't open it. Okay. Let's go upstairs then. I do know a little bit of Viking lore. I just have to remember it as I go, but I know a lot of the stories. This game does close a few gaps, so it kind of adds to it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Aha! Okay. Right, and now we must do another thing, which usually involves matching shapes. Open the door. Hello? Okay. What was the point of this if you can't do anything? Can you just walk off the edge? See you later. Bye. Okay, I don't... Was there a point to this? No? Okay, we'll try the door again. Alright. Whatever. I did not see that before. Okay. And we just need an X marks the spot. Alright. A thing! I found a thing! If I can get down to it.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
You know, they don't really tell you too much about Hela's... Well, they say Hela in this game, but they don't tell you too much about Hela's origin. Like, for one, she's the daughter of Loki. We know that. Which makes her the sister of Fenrir. We know that. But it doesn't tell you too much, like, how she got to where she is. And it was actually Odin that put her in Hell. That made her the queen or goddess of Hell. And he kind of just put her there because he didn't really... Well, first he found out that Loki had a wife before he joined the gods. And he, I guess, didn't care for his past, so he sent for his children, and when they brought them to him, he kind of just placed them in different places. So the first three kids was the world serpent, Fenrir and Hela. He was kind of a dick. Kind of just chucked them in different places. Where is this X? Okay, so... Am I missing? Is it a shadow? It's a shadow, isn't it? Yeah, I do know my stuff. I love Viking folklore. Actually, one of my friends, he just found out that he's part Scandinavian and Native American. And he grew up with his aunts. And I think his granddad before them, telling him the stories. You know, like normal, like Viking. You grow up hearing the stories, at bedtime stories, and at the dinner table. Where is this X? Am I missing something? And he didn't actually believe he was Scandinavian until he took a DNA test, and the DNA test like, you're Scandinavian. He's like, what? Okay. I know. Okay, do you guys see it? I don't see it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Haha. There. So yes, Odin did, you know, to me, a dick. He's not completely a dick, but he's not the all-powerful, knowing God that they kind of make them out to be, which is what makes the story cool. Is that they admit that. The gods don't. The gods are kind of idiots.
The gate.
Hello?
It's opening.
Hello?
Who is it? It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
I don't want to fight that. Oh.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Well, damn.
What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Baby, you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible. Tilly.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real.
You're in my mind. How are you gonna tell me what's in my mind and you're in my mind?
There it is. Your imagination. It's Dillian. He's gone. You were too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you?
I mean, feel free to go on without me then.
It was to trick you.
Jesus Christ.
Where are you going?
Where I want to go. You can leave.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zimbal made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
How do you marry someone and then force them to keep their daughter in the house the entire time? Never let them leave. It's kind of counterproductive. If you're jealous of their daughter, wouldn't you want them to go out so they can get a boyfriend, get married, and move out, and you have, you know, her dad all to yourself, which is the concept? Okay, there are quite a few little stone thingies around here. I just want to make sure I don't miss them.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you.
Well,
It's in
and
your
yet
mind.
you still
You
speak.
can see it. There he is.
You're in my mind!
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The glue lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
I love my music team. I'm just gonna keep streaming for a little bit to make up for the lost bit there. That was ridiculous. Let's not talk about it!
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
I like this story. It's an interesting story. Thingy.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain.
Oh,
But the
well,
king's
that
wife
just skips
is
it.
Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, because he
No,
plans
shush,
to
Drew.
prove
Shush, Drew. You skipped the whole part, Drew. Shush.
chained to a tree in the forest that night. A sheep devoured.
Drew, shush. There we go.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's
Okay,
face,
well, I guess we're just gonna
bites the
skip
wolf's
part
tongue.
of the story.
The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is
Shush,
free.
Drew. Shush.
After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge.
I don't even remember the part that we're skipping. I just know they go to dinner and someone is, I think the king is jealous or intimidated
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems
of
certain,
Sigmund.
but the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when it appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Did we go up there? Well, now we gotta go all the way back to the other one. Senua's like, really? Do I have to?
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is as the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face. He bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
I remember what happens next. Okay. Now, was there anything up there that... who cares? As long as they don't skip. The next part's pretty good.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior. who
Okay,
fought
well, I
many
guess we
battles.
skipped anyway. I mean, who
One day,
cares?
An old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man placed a small
Let's just go follow Dillian.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
So pretty.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Oh, there you go.
promise.
Oh boy.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there?
You're not
Alone
real.
in these mountains. Is that
Well then shut up.
Nothing lives here.
Okay, well you can
You
leave.
won't survive.
I will be fine.
You met him by the tree.
You can
She
leave.
met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign. The tree. What's he trying to tell you?
I
He's
don't
waiting for you
know.
by the tree.
Oh my god. Okay. Is it one of these a thing? Are you a thing? Yes, you are a thing.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound.
Who
Hidden
knows
in the straw
where
is
we are in
Sigmund's
that
sword,
story?
the gift of Odin.
Oh wait.
They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hole. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out, so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Well, I told you it was a good story. If only we could have heard all of it. But no! Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Well. Is there something you want me to do specifically here? Oh.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Don't take it, don't take it.
It's a trick. It's a trick. It's ending. It's coming from there.
Are you done, voices?
Where's it coming from? She's done something. Oh.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said the great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. What's the shard?
Okay, I'm gonna do one shard,
Runestones.
and then I'll end it there.
Find it.
And next time we can do the other three.
You need that sword.
Full of nothing but
Find it.
bullshit
There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes.
and terror and
Get
nonsense.
closer. What can you see? Go to it. It's
Oh
not
boy.
safe.
I think the first one,
Move closer. Go.
I don't
Come
remember
on.
what the first one is, but here we go.
It's in your mind. You can see.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder,
Balder.
the second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him, Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
So this one isn't too bad. It's not one of the bad ones.
Face. What is it? What does it see? Get closer.
I see.
Be careful. It's not safe. Trust us.
No,
See.
a bridge.
Where are we? What is this? It's the same. Different. It's another world.
How
It's
do I?
lighter. It's nicer.
Oh,
Like it here.
well,
Can we stay? Let's stay here.
you can stay here. Go right ahead.
It's safe here. It's the bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened?
Well, no shit.
Bridge.
Yes, it
is
is.
fixed. Let's cross
Oh
it.
my. Okay. Okay. I mean, what? Okay. All right. All right. They're trying to piss me off. Ooh, a thing.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Ooh, that's a pretty. I think a lot of people know that story.
Don't forget. You can feel.
I will
You need
try
the runes to
to find the other ones.
Dillian.
I think he's.
He's waiting for you. He always said
Well, why don't you go wait with him and shut up?
close. He cares about you. You can feel he's close.
Okay,
love
these
you.
are
She can't.
locked.
Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate.
Did you just tell me to? Okay, all
She
right.
will. She'll find a way. She knows.
Okay. Well, can we leave and still look for the thingy? I think so.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe.
You're not safe.
Dillian. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong one. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark. The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Why isn't he here?
You can't go up there.
You can't go up there.
Not in this world.
No.
Dillian didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you.
Okay. Nope, still locked.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
What did he whisper? And we still can't open that. Okay.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive at Dillian's day.
Yeah, well, you know what? Wait a minute, how does that make me feel? Okay.
Look what happens, Dave. Where are you taking me?
He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly
Did
there.
we listen to this one?
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see..."
Years had passed since she left her father.
Oh, well, I
She trained
guess.
hard alongside her friend
Next time, Drew.
Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future.
Mm-hmm.
Two realities tearing at her soul.
you, again, you can leave.
To you, set trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
It's laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
It's Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak? Your curse has claimed Dillian.
Poor Dillian. He didn't know. He was kind. He believed you.
I don't think I can still open this door, so...
Dillian saved her.
You owe your life to Dillian.
You owe everything to him.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong? You broke him. You killed him.
I couldn't see the darkness within you. The curse crossed. You had that loved you.
You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone.
Do you remember the way I touched you?
Okay, oh, well, there we go. Boom.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Minding my business. What is your
Overcome with
problem?
grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Special.
Waste of time.
Curse.
The gods are just. What if the gods are laughing at
Messing with her.
it? Wouldn't be.
Oh boy.
Dillian!
believed nothing he couldn't see. And he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms. Had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Go to him. Go to him.
That's it.
Quicker. Quicker.
There we go.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to him. Just gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua,
Dillian!
your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
It's done. You did it. But there's more.
Yay!
There's more.
Okay, so that was,
There's still more. There's always more.
the first
It's
shard.
not going to be easy.
Wasn't that bad.
Can you do another one? It's too much.
No, I cannot. Yes, I can.
The energy. No.
But we will save that for next week. And thankfully next time I won't be stuck in the woods. Because from here on out it's not that bad. But thank you guys for watching Onesie Tuesdays with Safi. And tune in next week and we can carry on from, or pick up where we left off here.